Welcome to Motivation Monday, a gentle reset for your week and a space to set an intention that can carry you forward. Each Monday, I'll be sharing simple mental health tools, practical life hacks, and meaningful inspiration you can actually use in your everyday life. I also weave in real-life stories to help you see how these ideas can show up in ways that feel doable and supportive. You'll hear personal reflections from my own life, insights from my mental health private practice, and wisdom drawn from my Reiki and sound healing work. Some Mondays may include an oracle or tarot card pull, while other weeks I might read a passage from a book I love and share why it resonates or how you can apply it to your own journey. And sometimes I'm just going to share my thoughts and what's been motivating me. My hope is that Motivation Monday becomes a grounding and uplifting part of your I Am Circle experience. If there's a topic you'd love for me to explore, please share it in the community chat or send me a direct message. I truly want this membership to feel interactive and be a space where we can support one another, exchange ideas, and grow together on our journey. With that, let's get to our episode for today. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Motivation Monday. So today I am going to introduce you to one of my favorite books. Some of you may know this, and I hope it is on your bookshelf. I consider this to be one of my Bibles. It is called New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose by Eckhart Tolle. And people either say Tolle or Tolle. So I'll say Tolle. But this is one of my favorite books. It was one of the books that I did my first book club for, and that kicked off the spiritual self-help book club that now I have been running for years. And I have so many parts highlighted, and I will probably reference this book a few times in some of our Motivation Monday episodes. But today I thought it would be good to read you a story that he has in this book about letting go of the past, because I think that this is one thing that I see a lot in my private practice. People are really struggling with things that happened in their past. It could be a traumatic event. It could be a divorce. It could be going through infidelity. It could be being fired from a job. I mean, you name it, right? There's so many things that if you get a chance to live here on earth for a while, you will have a past and you will have some things that might be hard to put down. And so Eckhart Tolle shares a beautiful story that really hits home what it's like to carry the past and how that can affect us. And it's in the chapter of the pain body. And for those of you that have the book, it's page 139. And this is a story about two Zen monks by the name of Tanzen and Akaido. And they were walking along a country road that had become extremely muddy after a heavy rain. And near a village, they came upon a young woman who was trying to cross the road. But the mud was so deep it would have ruined the silk kimono she was wearing. Tanzen at once picked her up and carried her to the other side. The monks then walked on in silence, and 5 hours later, as they were approaching the lodging temple, Akaido couldn't restrain himself any longer. He said, "Why did you carry that girl across the road?" he asked. "We monks are not supposed to do things like that." Tanzen replied, "I put the girl down hours ago. Are you still carrying her?" So now, Eckhart Tolle says, now imagine what life would be like for someone who lived like Akaido all the time, unable or unwilling to let go internally of situations, accumulating more and more stuff inside, and you get a sense of what life is like for the majority of people on our planet. What a heavy burden of past they carry around with them in their minds. So Eckhart Tolle's teachings is all about learning how to be present, how to let go of that monkey mind, how to let go of the mind that wants to plan and be in the future. And I starred and highlighted this other section here on page 141, where he says, "Nothing ever happened in the past that can prevent you from being present now. And if the past cannot prevent you from being present now, what power does it have?" So this really is a great book to begin to help you to see that there is another way to live. There's another way to begin to train your mind, to train that monkey mind, and to really realize that the past really does not have any power over us. And I know some of you might disagree with that. It's like, well, the past shaped me, or, this is who I am today. Well, yeah, that's great. But there's another saying that I love from another teacher of mine where she says, share your story, not your struggle. So I believe that, we are consciousness first and foremost, and we are here to learn, and that the earth is a school for us to learn. So how do we learn? We learn by going through experiences. And then this brings in maybe a whole nother topic that I would bring in for another show about the Course in Miracles. And they talk about looking at every situation, every person that you encounter in this lifetime as an assignment. What is it here to teach you? What are you learning from this situation, from these people? And yes, can you carry your experience into the present, having gone through it? Sure, but just think about all of these probably conversations that we all have in our mind each and every day, and they're the same conversations, and we replay things over and over and over again. And this story of the two monks, I feel really is so powerful, because here they are, and they were walking for 5 hours. This situation happened 5 hours ago, and the monk who picked her up, like, he was over it. And then the other monk just, like, couldn't stop himself. He's like, as monks, we're not supposed to do this. Why did he do this for those 5 hours? If you've ever had the anxious mind kind of be there and ruminate and go over things over and over and over again, you know what it's like for that other one to say, well, why did you pick her up? And that power, I put her down 5 hours ago. Are you still carrying her? So I'm really hoping that, today I'm introducing you to a new book that I would highly recommend you go out and get. Again, it's A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose by Eckhart Tolle. And for you to begin to think about, how are you still carrying your past in the present moment? And a lot of the books that I've read and a lot of the training of the mind says, like, the past is over. There's nothing we can do to hop back in there and change it. And the future hasn't happened yet. Truly, all we have is the now. And mindfulness practices and meditation is all about trying to get you to focus, to be here in the moment now. So how can we bring this back to our I am teachings? So I guess the first I am that I would like to give you is the power of being able to say, I am letting go of all of my past hurts. Just let it go. How about, I am no longer carrying my past on my back. Let that go. Take that backpack off. And I am now in the present moment. So I'd like you to really spend this week to see how much you can spend time in the present moment. And that truly might only be, for some of you, a couple of seconds a day. For some of you, you may have minutes and moments. If you're at a gym and you're running and you just are feeling your body moving and listening to your breath and feeling your sweat, you may have more like a 25 or 35-minute moment in that day. But how can you begin to let go of the past, come more into the present moment, and have more present moments in your day? So I hope that this will motivate you to pick up this book, because there are so many good teachings, and to give yourself permission to let go of some of the things that you are carrying in your present day that have nothing to do with the present moment, but are still connected to what has happened in your past. So again, I'll also give you that other quote is, share your story, not your struggle. Don't struggle with it anymore. Allow it to be the lesson. Allow it to be an assignment. Move on from it. Take what you learned and enjoy the day today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this Meditation Monday. And remember, shine on. The world needs your beautiful light. Take care, everyone. If today's message resonated with you and you're wanting to go deeper into this work, I invite you to join us inside the I Am Circle on Patreon. It's a beautiful, supportive space where we can continue these conversations, practice powerful I Am teachings, and gather as a community committed to growth, healing, and spirituality. Inside the membership, you'll receive bonus content, exclusive reflections, recorded meditations, and deeper teachings to help you embody the work we talk about here each week. You can also visit my website to explore upcoming classes, events, coaching, and retreats that I provide. I would love to support you on your journey. Everything you need is linked in the show notes, and remember, the most powerful words you will ever speak are the two words I am and the words that come after that. I'll see you inside the circle or next Monday.